What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today in this video I'm going to be throwing on some parts on the VT800, new controls, some brake levers and clutch levers, and a new battery and some risers. I'm going to throw some parts on and time lapse it. Alright guys, so we got the clutch all set up, got the fluid in it, and also the front brake. The lines are a little tight, but we're gonna just adjust it down here. If you loosen it here, it'll have more room for slack up here. This one is straight. So what I want to do is I'm going to show you guys the bike on. Let me turn the fuel on. We just had it on. We was bleeding the clutch. Clutch is working straight. Ignition on. The new battery is also on the bike. Hit it, start it. All right, there you go, guys. The bike's purring, it's on. I'm gonna put it in gear, first gear, slowly let go of the clutch, and the wheel's spinning. So everything's working good, as it should be. And neutral, and bike off. So we still have a few things to figure out. The choke cable, we might end up just putting something straight off the carburetor where you pull it, or maybe just get a bracket or something for the handlebars. So we're gonna figure that out. And then I also have to wire the new blinker switch, headlight, high beam, and the new starter switch and all that good stuff. Also, he has to order a throttle tube and assembly like my VT700.
One eternity later.
All right guys, it's been a while since I worked on this bike. I was in the middle of wiring up the new switches and stuff because they're smaller for these handlebars. What I've done recently is I put the throttle assembly on, and it just bolts right on. I'll put the link in the description. I got it from eBay. I think it was like under 20 bucks. So look at that. Don't have to drill anything out for like 20 bucks. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna finish up the wiring, and I'm gonna take the bike for a spin, make sure everything's good on the bike. So let me get it out of here. All right guys, so I'm gonna wire up the turn signal, horn, and high beam. So I'm gonna cut most of this harness off. I'm gonna put a picture on right now of the wiring diagram so you guys can just pause it and follow along if you guys end up buying one of these. I have one of these on pretty much all of my bikes, so now my Godfather will as well. It's basically just gonna go right here. So let me get to it. All right, so now I'm doing the headlight. It's these three wires: the blue wire, the white wire, and the blue with white line wire. I got my test light to find out what wire is what. So this is power. So my blue white line should be the power. All right, so white goes to white, green goes to blue, and blue with a white stripe goes to purple if you guys are working on a VT800. So the high beam's working. That's the low beam. You can see right there. High beam, low beam, high beam, low beam, high beam, high beam. All right guys, so I'm gonna now move on to the turn signals. I'm gonna see if I can have it wired up kind of basically just like this, the way it is with the lights on. There's a ton of wires, so I'm gonna have to do some figuring out. I'm gonna solder these real quick and then move on to the turn signals.
A few moments later.
Everything's pretty much wired up. That's the left side, right side. Everything's pretty much all straight. These wires down here are for when it's these are basically the running lights, so the blinkers will stay on, all of them, and then when you hit the turn signal, one shuts off and it starts turning, it starts blinking. I try to set it up with some diodes that I have. I don't know if these diodes will work for this, but it's not really working as it should, and it's not really turning, and the blinkers are not blinking. So my godfather is gonna end up ordering some diodes on Amazon, and they should be in within a couple days. So I told him if we can't get it to work, we'll just chop the wires here. He's not really gonna, I don't think he's gonna be riding this bike in the dark anyways. Plus my VT700, they're not on like that anyway, so I just ride with the headlight and the tail light. Let me get the starter switch working. So this side was pretty simple. Basically you just put the yellow and red stripe together and then the rest all together. So it cranks and it basically starts. So let me test this out for you guys real quick. And then I just shut it off from here because the gas on the bike is off, so I don't want to dry out the carbs.
The next day.
All right, so I got all the handlebar stuff set up. I got everything in a loom coming down this side in a loom. I got the choke cable just sitting up here until he orders a new choke lever, kind of like mine over there on the VT700, like that. So if he orders something like that I have, I can just drill the hole down there like on my bike and do it on this side or the other side. Let me start the bike and I'm gonna take it for a quick test drive.
This day brings another year to a close, and yet at the same time,
This bike boogies, boy. This thing is crazy. Woo! Ooh, suspension. Guys, this bike is crazy. She's pretty fast. I'm catching a cramp. Alright guys, this bike is driving pretty mint, so yeah, I don't know what else to say. He's still got a few things left that he's gonna do. He's gonna get to the suspension soon. I'm gonna do the turning signals. I'm gonna convert them to LEDs soon as well. But I told him to just ride the bike, man, and just break it in and then start doing all these little things here and there to it. He doesn't really want to barber it out because he has a bad back, so he has to have the suspension. So if you want to keep following along on the playlist, you're more than welcome to, guys. If you guys are new, hit that sub button, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
Ain't nothing special about it. She said she love me, I think she confused, cause you acting different around me. I need my distance cause you acting new. Tryna act like it's cool, but I ain't know nothing about it. I ain't know nothing about it. You hit my line, you know I don't call. She coming through cause she having with Charles. She coming through